Yo, 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 what up, guys? It's Nova here, back with another video. Join with me today, we got ZORO, Sanji, and my personal assistant, Professor Dumbleduck. And if you're wondering why his name is Professor Dumbleduck, he's got the little Harry Potter mark on him. Couldn't find anything close enough to, Duck in Harry Potter, Harry Potter himself. So he's Dumbleduck. Everyone say hello. In the community, there's a lot of different things that I could be talking about today. I could be talking about the five elder stars. I could be talking about Sabo. I could be talking about Queen Lily. I could be talking about a lot of things today, but I won't be talking about any of them. Okay. Today I will be talking about. It's a little controversial, but in my opinion, I just don't think that ZORO had what it took to beat King. And in that, I will talk about Luffy's fight and Sanji's fight. Okay. And then just kind of going through like the hierarchy of the beast, the commanders of the beast pirates. I got some notes on Jack, but it's literally like 3 lines because it's Jack. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, wow. Mammoth. Yes. It's like, what do you want from me? But yeah, so let's get right into it. So starting off with Kaido, King of Beasts, originated from Vodka Island. He was basically a super soldier for them. I mean, he headed up all the wars, and every panel we see, he's at the peak of a mountain of bodies, like Zaraki Kenpachi when Oretsu Ura, oh god, oh my lord, I almost said Urahara, and then Urahime. What's her name? Oh, y'all are gonna kill me for that one. Oh god. I'm not even gonna cut it either. So so he was originally came from the vodka kingdom as a soldier. Basically, they're super soldier. They took advantage of. They sent him, boom, boom, battles, and then he was captured by the world government a multitude of times. I'm thinking it was like maybe 15. I didn't look it up. Sorry, guys. It's not that big of a deal though. He was captured a multitude of times, multiple of them being because he was just hungry. So if that doesn't tell you anything about how powerful this man is, then come on now. He was born with Conqueror's Haki. His lineage hasn't been completely fanned out to us, but I'm pretty sure he has ancient giant lineage. So that kind of works as his it buffs his defense. We see him he deliberately jumped. He jumped off of a freaking sky island. Like, headache? What? Thousands of meters, and he's just like, and then fights 3 supernovas right after that. Holy crap. And then that doesn't even begin to tell you anything about his devil fruit. Okay, so Kaido, King of Beasts, has the mythical zone dragon, the Azure dragon. Okay, and there's a lot of mythology with the dragon and the carp swimming up the waterfall, and then once getting to the top, it turns into a dragon, and then like Magikarp, and then Gyarados, blah blah blah. We know that. And then the symbolism with Wano country and the huge waterfalls and the koi swimming up the waterfalls and stuff. But Kaido's devil fruit, it was said multiple times by ZORO. Maybe Kid said it too, or Killer said it, but they said that he was a literal walking natural disaster. He had flame attacks, wind attacks, like lightning attacks. And every move he did was damn near island busting. Damn near, okay? Because you do all those attacks, say, like, if Kaido was on Little Garden, okay, where Dorian Bragi were. If Kaido was on Little Garden and then just did like his like whirlwind attack, island's being decimated. Does his lightning attack, decimation. A Boro breath, decimation. Like, and then that concludes with Kaido being an absolute freaking monster. Okay, he has his quirks, he has his kinks, but I don't know if that plays into power. Because, I mean, we see in the anime, that's why I waited this long to make a video like this, because I wanted to see all of them in the anime and what they'll do in the anime. So, I mean, him, you know, his drunk modes, his personalities, they vary, but it's all the same strength. I mean, like, he can get as angry as he wants, but it's all the same strength. He's not just pulling random strength out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So, I mean, ancient giant lineage. I mean, the dude stands up at, like... Oh, okay, so the shortest giant was said to be, like, 8 to 12 meters. And Kaido's not a giant. So I'm thinking Kaido's standing about 6 to 7. I'm guessing right now. If I'm right, that's crazy, but I'm completely guessing right now. But I mean, Kaido's huge. He has ancient giant lineage. I mean, he has the horns. Yamato has the horns. I wonder who he crushed. I mean, who he completely bodied to make Yamato, but Yamato has the horns. He's got the horns. So he's huge, meters tall, ancient giant lineage, a busting mythical zone as your dragon, born with Conqueror's Haki. So that's just buffs on buffs on buffs on buffs. And Luffy's going to have to do a lot to get out of this. And, I mean, as a manga reader, and no spoilers, he does do a lot to get out of this. So, yeah. And then so, right below Kaido would be King the Wildfire, alright? And King the Wildfire is basically on... I'm not going to say on the same level, but, like, very close to Kaido, okay? Because he has an ancient lineage within being the Lunarians, the gods of the Red Line. I mean, they're ridiculously powerful. Zoro did multitudes of attacks. Boom, attacks, didn't make a mark. Didn't even cut his clothing. And then when he had the flame on his back. So that definitely accounts for durability. I mean, King is just... Like, I wonder what would happen if King fell off of a sky island like Kaido did. Because we see him fall off Onigashima and blah, blah, blah. And the spoiler alert. If there's a spoiler, go to the next, like, minute. But spoiler alert, we see him fall off of Wano and he hits the ground. And then we see later in the manga that Aramaki had caught both him and Queen. So he survived falling off a flying island. Obviously, it's not as high as a sky island, but still, I mean, it's, you know, he's got feats right below Kaido. I'll say that he's got feats right below Kaido. So I mean, King having ancient Lunarian DNA, his durability is boosted like crazy. A slight sense of pyrokinesis. I mean, no other character in this show that's not related to a devil fruit. That's not related to a devil fruit at all. Has the innate ability like that. I mean, and it kind of goes with race because we see the fishmen. They have the fishmen karate. They have some type of hydrokinesis. I was like, what's water? Some type of hydrokinesis. So we see that through race. So we have a pyrokinesis, a hydrokinesis. Maybe we'll get some race that lives underground. You know, some food for thought. But he's got a sense of pyrokinesis, the Lunarian DNA, so buff. And then he has Conqueror's Haki, okay? He has Conqueror's Haki, born with it, just like Kaido. And then his Pteranodon fruit, or Paradon. His Paradon fruit. Pterodactyl. He already has wings. Like, I wonder why they gave him this fruit. Like, you already have wings. Why do you need another set of them? Like, we see in the anime, he got his wing cut off, so not really a big deal because he has a second set of wings. But, like, why do you even need that second set of wings? And where does that second set of wings go? Like, whew, turn into a Paradon. Where are the other wings? Like, holy shit, but whatever. He's got a defense buff with his ancient zone model Pteranodon. A buff with him just being a Lunarian, and then pyrokinesis and Conqueror's Haki, observation Haki, armament Haki. I didn't say that with Kaido, but obviously he's a Yonko, and first commander obviously have to be at this level. So I mean, really, captain and second command compared. I mean, Kaido, ancient giant, Azure Dragon, Conqueror's Haki, well, all types of Haki. I mean, absolute monster. Ancient giant, devil fruit, Haki. So that's like once you have those three, you're on the topper echelon of power in the One Piece world. Lineage, devil fruit, and Haki. If you have a busted because I mean, just like on paper, the narrator was right. On paper, 1v1, always bet on Kaido. Because ancient giant, all types of Haki to their almost to their max. I mean, I don't know if he had future sight, but I don't know if it was to the max. We don't see Kaido busting out. Another spoiler alert. We don't see Kaido busting out, like Shanks level Conquer Haki Bluetooth. You know what I mean? But still, ancient giant, busted devil fruit, busted lineage, busted devil fruit, busted Haki. King, busted lineage. I don't know if I want to call the freaking Paradon a busted devil fruit, but just with who he is and the stacks of buffs for defense. Busted lineage, busted devil fruit, busted Haki. Okay, so we got Kaido with all three busted. King, I wouldn't say he has busted Haki, okay? Because if he had busted Haki, he definitely would have beat ZORO, because ZORO kind of one-upped him on the Haki bar there. And that's why that's the only reason why ZORO won that, because he upped King on the Haki. That's it. But yeah. And then the ancient ways that dinosaurs fight. I mean, he's got other ways to fight. He's got a bigger bag than ZORO does. I mean, ZORO's got like a handful of techniques. King, Kaido have multitudes. I mean, like, because they've had years. I mean, they're both over their 40s. They've had years to hone their skills, figure out what their devil fruits can do, how they do it. You know what I mean? How they can incorporate their lineage into that devil fruit. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, and we can see that King can still activate his flame when in Paradon form. So, yeah. And then, thirdly, I feel like the one that has the biggest bag in the entirety of the Animal King pirates, and that's Queen the Plague. Okay, Queen the Plague is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I don't feel like anyone's talking about him enough. He is absolutely ridiculous, okay? Maybe not like buffs wise, like defense buffs wise as King and Kaido, but like just bag wise, Queen. What? So Queen the Plague, okay? On top of having all of the Germa siblings' powers, he has an ancient zone. He's got armament Haki. We don't see him use any other forms of Haki. But do you really need it after having all of these buffs? So I'm gonna read them out. I can't remember the names offhand. I mean, I might cut it out. I might not. Who knows? But him being just a normal human, and then being able to compete or be in the upper echelons of the Animal King pirates is crazy. So him being a normal human, well, genetically wise, he messes with it. So originally he was a normal human, okay? then he did genetic and biotic. Would you call it biotic or biological enhancements? Yeah, you'd call it biological enhancements. And that just gave him all the powers of the Germa siblings. So the first one being Sparking Red. He's got some flame abilities. Is it Sparking Red? Yes, Sparking Red. And then that's Ichiji. And then Niji has the Denki Blue, or Electric Blue, lightning powers. And then we have Ichiji, Niji, Yonji being the wrench green, him, big strong man. You see king or queen utilize this power like usually like in his tail a lot to like grab something or like shoot laser beams out of. That's not his power, but just the stretch and like the super strength. And then Reiju being poison pink. We don't know if he actually has Reiju's ability, but he has the other four. So you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just say it, for intents and purposes. He has Poison Pink's fruit ability, and then Sanji being invisibility. I forgot. Does Sanji even have a name now? But being invisibility, and that is ridiculous. Having flame, electric, kind of super strength and invisibility on top of a ancient zone Brachiosaurus fruit, on top of him being a crazy scientist. Oh my god. So it's like 5 different abilities, potentially 5 different. If we'll 100% safe, we'll say 4, but still crazy. Like, can he even be poisoned? He's like a cyborg. I guess you don't really need that. But like all the Germa siblings' powers. I mean, invisibility is a crazy buff. I mean, we see with Sanji, he got past King using that. King and Queen He got past both of them using invisibility. His invisibility power in the raid suit. Queen, like these are commanders. They have commander level hockey. Okay, observation hockey. And Zoro and Sanji still got past him. This is Raid Sanji. Okay, Raid Sanji. And his ability still got past him. I actually didn't do this on purpose. That's crazy. I literally just picked them up because I knew that I was going to be talking about their counterparts in the fights. But they're both Sorry there, guys. Wano-esque. We got the Wado, we got Enma, and we have the Nidai. I'll just say the Nidai. Maybe not, maybe it is. Who knows? I am terrible with, I swear, the names of the sword, of the Nidai, the Shodai, like all their names I'm like completely terrible with. Actually, let me switch sides. Oh, and then Professor Dumbleduck has his little mask because he don't play games. All right, no. Alright, cause when he up, he gotta put the hockey mask on. You feel me? But where was I? I mean, just Queen's bag is ridiculous. Queen's bag is absolutely ridiculous. The powers he can use. I mean, even the enhancements he can do to his body and what he can do more to his body, because this is not the end. This is not. I mean, we see him and King get captured, but like if they weren't, I doubt this would be the end of Queen's enhancements. Queen's gonna find a better way, a different way to do such. He worked with Vegapunk. They're all scientists. Scientists cannot stay still. They always have to make something better, a better invention than the last one they made. Boom. And then, lastly, Jack the Drought. I mean, he didn't fight any Supernova. He would have got bodied by any of them. I mean, does he have strong enough hockey to even like withstand like Jewelry Bonnie? Like dead ass. Like, come on, be honest with me here. Jack the Drought. He is not a normal human. A lot of people think he's half fishman. He's full fishman. He is a fishman, giant grouper. Okay, so when we see him get smacked up by Zunisha, and he sank, we're all like, "Damn, Jack's dead." No, he's just laying at the bottom of the ocean, thinking. Oh God, it's on my eye. Thinking, pondering about what he did wrong. We don't really see him use hockey. I don't know if we see him use armament hockey. He's got a billion berry bounty, so he's got armament hockey. I mean, he's got to, you feel me? Like, there's no way he doesn't. There's no way he doesn't. But I don't remember seeing him with it. So we're going to say he don't. We're not going to say he doesn't have it, but I don't remember seeing him with it. So, but he does have the Ancient Zone buff with the Ancient Zone model Mammoth. And like, what else? What else is there? Like, tell me, what else can I say about this man? He fought two minks and got bodied. He fought their subordinates and got bodied. Kaido had to step in and save him. He said, "Nah, y'all whooping my boy's ass. Stop. Like, he wasn't contending with anybody at the raid. I mean, like, let's just go through. I mean, shit. Chopper. I actually feel like Chopper could have slapped him up. I genuinely feel like it. Like, Chopper and Monster Point, before he went Baby Geezer, slapping him up. Chop, that's a W. I mean, Usopp, I mean, a lot of his will work against the durability, so maybe not. Usopp doesn't have the physical strength for that. So I just don't know if the pop green's gonna work out for him that well with Mammoth, because he's got the thick fur, the durability. I mean, all I just see is Usopp using the bamboo attack and then just them breaking. I mean, they didn't work on page 1 or ulti. So okay, he's at least beating Usopp. Nami with Zeus. See, the thing is, I would like to scale ulti above. I would love to scale ulti above Jack. Okay, I would love to. And then we do see her use hockey in the manga, and then we do see Black Lightning in the manga. I don't know if we see it in the anime, but we do see it in the manga. So maybe Conqueror's hockey. Boom, Kaido did say we have too many users of Conqueror's hockey. So, you know. You got the fur with the lightning versus Nami. I mean, let's just say Nami's slapping him up. Nami and Zeus are slapping him up. Robin, Demonio, Fleur, slapping him up. Luffy, slapping him up. Brook, Ice Powers, slapping him up. Let me see. Frankie. I just don't see a Mammoth beating Triceratops. I don't see why Jack was number 3, honestly. So Frankie slapping him up. Who else? Jinbei slapping him up. Like, come on. I mean, and Frankie, I didn't even think about Frankie Shogun slapping him up. Sanji slapping him up. Zoro slapping him up. I'm like, what was Jack doing? What was Kaido doing? Okay, I don't know. The last half of this video just turned to me just fucking wrecking Jack right here. I mean, yeah. The top 3 of the crew, I mean, You don't need Jack. You really don't in the crew. Like, what is Jack gonna do? He's like the little baby brother that they're hitting and bullying, and he's like, oh, Kaido, they're bullying me. I mean, because we do see that they bully Jack, like in the manga, before the raid started, and we see some scenes. They be bullying Jack. All right, Jack's like the little brother. Like we're gonna play hide and go seek, but we're gonna make the little brother go and find us, find the two bigger boys. Like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So I just like, Jack, come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? But honestly, that's gonna conclude the video. I don't really have anything left for the boys. Don't really have anything left to say about them. I mean, Zoro versus King. Zoro's a normal human, normal size. Like, we see Zoro versus King. Zoro's like this big and King's like fucking massive. He just found out that he's got Conqueror's Haki. He just found out Conqueror's coding. Zoro's low-key a prodigy. All right, Zoro's low-key a prodigy because Luffy knew Conqueror's Haki since like episode like 500. Like, when was the time skip? Like 7, maybe. I think it was like 720 or something like that. Like Fishman Island. I don't remember, but I mean, Luffy knew since like a while, like for a while, and just now got Conqueror's coding. Zoro has never fought. I mean, he briefly fought Kaido, but was Kaido even using Conqueror's coding? If he was, he would have completely overpowered Zoro, come like 100%. So Zoro just found out Conqueror's coding on his own, which is ridiculous. Haki prodigy there. We don't know if he's got observation, but my boy Zoro, normal human, Haki prodigy, no devil fruit, versus a Lunarian, all Haki. I mean, for years. We don't know if he's got Conqueror's coding. We don't see them clash and split. So let's just say King knows Conqueror's. It's like Katakuri. Knows Conqueror's, doesn't have Conqueror's coding. I mean, honestly, the Zoro and King fight are just like the... not just like it. I was going to say are just like the Luffy and Katakuri fight, but I don't know. Luffy was getting bodied. Like, Luffy shouldn't have won that fight. You know what I mean? But Zoro, full-blooded Lunarian, ancient zone, all Haki. Zoro, a regular human, no devil fruit, armament and Conquerors. I mean, base all. Let's just say base all, because he's got some sight, some form of observation. Like, he's got to, right? And he's gonna have to, fighting Mihawk, and because we see the feats that Shanks has, and he can cut off observation Haki. Zoro's gonna need to know something crazy, something absolutely ridiculous. So, I mean, let's just hope he does. And that will finally conclude the video for today, guys. Yeah, it's Nova here with Professor Dumbleduck, and thanks for watching. That's Nova out.